Professional. Whoa. So professional. Wow, what am I doing? Hey, honey, how are you? Honey the bee, not my,
right, yeah, exactly.
We're live on Facebook. We got to
doesn't
behave
watch
now.
anyway.
See, TikTok, we can do whatever we want, almost. Hi, everybody.
Just
Welcome.
about.
David Burrows here, and Connor Burke is sort of in charge of TikTok. And I think we're going to have a good turnout here tonight.
Yeah.
What day is it? Friday?
Friday night.
I haven't been able to keep track all this week of the days. I don't know what it is, but
I agree. I've been a little bit off too. Maybe the moon's in a weird spot.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that could be. That could be. It is next gen night.
It is.
Do you know what that's all about?
I thought you were going to replace me with a younger.
Well, I
should've.
thought about it.
That would have been pretty cool.
What I should have done was had Jay Peckham all year, and then I could have replaced him with you. You'd be the younger one. Anyway.
Right.
They didn't ask. It's okay. I see that someone is walking around with Holly Mill Holland. They'll be shadowing young folks tonight. And
I believe there's a social media intern.
Yeah. And also, I think, maybe upstairs with Lee Cunningham.
I heard someone's working the bar too.
Oh, that could
Just
be.
Just joke. I'm totally joking.
Right? Did they get their smart
They
serve?
did. They got their young smart serve.
Right? Their junior smart serve. It's really cool, a lot of the themes that Sarnia Sting come up with. Like they had the Stingo Bingo.
Stingo night. Very
Did
cool.
you win anything on that?
No, I didn't.
No,
Bummer.
Jay Peckham did.
Of course he did.
He was up on the big jumbo screen. We're still hearing about it.
He has got nothing to be mad about.
Right? Congratulations to Jay Peckham. Also, he has there's 4 seasons of hockey cards now, and he has a complete set for every year.
That's rather outstanding.
He was here wheeling and dealing.
Oh, I'm sure.
He was mugging kids in the restaurant for their cards. You know, it was crazy to watch.
I heard he offered one $400.
There was, really? Maybe.
I'm joking.
There was,
Again,
he was looking for a Matt Martin card.
He was. I saw it everywhere.
And he was talking with somebody, and they had something he wanted, and they were like, we're not willing to let that go. And then I think they went to the Honey Pot and bought 10 more packs, and they got a Matt Martin, and they went to Jay, and they made the trade, and he got the final one there. So
well, thanks to them for completing the set.
Yeah,
I don't think he would have done it otherwise. He was searching high and low.
Yeah, well, I'm grateful too, because I really didn't want to hear Jay Peckham cry for the rest of the summer about not having it.
Right.
Right. But it was really cool. I came here to see the trading cards night, and the team was here. I was hanging out with the coaches, had a nice conversation with them. Got to go coach Matt Turcotte a little bit more. And I said, do you know what I do? And he's like, no, I know you do the post. So I was telling him about our thing. He's like, I didn't know that. So, we
cool.
talked that. And,
very cool.
And talked to the other coaches. Braden Guy had a nice conversation with him. And big things, I think, coming for next year.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a whole. If we're not going to make the playoffs, it seems to be down to mathematical now. I think we have to win every single game left, and the Spirit have to lose every single game left that they have. So it's mathematically very.
So there is a chance. There is a chance.
Perfect. But if we're going to go down, you got to go down with a bang and not a whimper. So we were getting better. It's the wrong time, but like I said, you go down without a fight, and you just kind of roll over, or you go out and you see what you can build on for next year. And I think that we're doing that. And relying a lot on a young rookie, Easton Wallows, leading the charge by almost 10 points, 46 points.
Wow.
It was really the staple of this team. When people were down and out and not producing as well as they should have been, and he seemed to step up in almost every big game. And for a rookie, that's just so rare.
Kind of sets the bar for what expectations we have from him for next year,
yes,
right?
That's
the
thing,
danger in doing that. When you do really, really well, it's like, okay, now can you keep that up?
Yeah.
But he seems like somebody, we've talked about him all season, along with Beckham Edwards and, Diorio and those guys. But even, like Diorio, great player, but he seemed to have dipped a little, maybe we didn't get as much out of him as I think this team was expecting.
I believe that, in both Beckham and Alessandro. You got to temper your expectations, because I think going last summer, coming into this year, we were wanting to see 80 points out of both of them, and it just didn't come to fruition. And Diorio spent some time hurt, and so did Edwards, but I think they just never really got a full hold of their game this year, and maybe next year is the year.
Yeah. Osapenko is starting in between the pipes tonight, and I know that you're a big fan of his.
I am very big fan. Did you remember the guarantee? It came up, and it was the save of the night on the OHL page.
Did it? Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes,
I remember.
That was my personal guarantee.
Okay.
It was outstanding, and then lo and behold, it was.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So I should have sent it to you. That was my fault.
Yeah. Well, do your job. Yeah. Yes, I do remember you saying that, and but I'm not surprising because, like, wow, this kid has really shone like gold on this team when he's been asked to step forward and perform between those pipes. And I mean, both goalies here, really standing high up for this team, and honestly, has been a big part of getting us as far as we have.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, the lack of offense, we've sort of been in some pretty worse positions. We've had nights where Quinlan stands on his head. We've had nights where Osapenko is all over the ice, and even Evan Millette in the few games that he played in. And Charlie Larocque, we've had like a revolving door of goalies, but all of them have done their job. And I think without them, we could be in a lot worse position.
Yeah, for sure. Was looking at the. Actually, Patrick Quinlan is on the scratch list tonight. That's
okay.
Not sure why. I didn't hear that one. So
hope he's okay.
Evan Millette is back up tonight. Mitch Young is back in the lineup, which is nice to see. He was off again for a little bit.
Yep.
And we were definitely missing him out there.
Oh, huge. I think with Fisher leaving the team, he's kind of the unofficial captain. He's been here for so long and just so important on the blue line. He can do it all, too. He scores. He moves the puck. I've seen him get in a couple fights, too, and he's not afraid of anyone out there. Drops a big hit all the time. So good for him and good to see him back. Yeah,
for a few that were off, too, that are back, Capecci, he was back. He's been around for this team. Obviously not, as high as some of the ones that we have, but he's contributed to this team in ways that maybe fills the gap a little bit at times.
Yeah, like you've seen how depleted the blue line's been. You've been looking for somebody at all times, and it's for somebody like him to step in, just especially right in the middle of a season. He had to sign a contract, hadn't been with the team all season.
Yeah, right.
And then to step in and do what he does, it's pretty huge. I think we've gotten that from a lot of people like Chase Sewell and Romaine has stepped in at times. We've had to fill the holes a lot because there's been a lot of injuries and a lot of departures even on the team. So
Logan Hirey's another one that's back in that we saw him and then he was gone again on the scratch list. Did you miss him?
Definitely. I think he was almost a point per game when he had come back from his injury. So it was the contributions were obvious. It was nice, and then right back out of the lineup again. So it's hard to get momentum when you're in and out and not fully healed and maybe worried about re-aggravating something. So good to see him back too.
Right.
Important.
Let's take a look at the lineups here. Challenger, Diorio, and Pickle. I don't think we've seen that before, have we?
It's a different one. I like it though. You put your talent on the front line, and I think Challenger's a pretty tough guy. It looks like Edwards, Whalos, and Layman's are starting though. But that'll be That's an interesting line as well.
Yeah. Oh, hi. How are you guys? Come on in. You want to come around here? Can we take a picture? Okay. Here, will you take that for me?
Sure.
Oh, it works.
I'll figure it out.
We get us all in here. Get one in there. Stella, how you doing? Can you say go, Sting, go? Go, Sting, go? Go, Sting, go? You like hockey? You have it here. Are you cold outside? Yeah. Mother Nature.
Pretty good. Stealing one of these off you.
Oh yeah, I had to. So there's Sarah and Mike. Are you okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
At work at Crunch,
Oh, nice.
And
Very nice.
I put out some tickets, and they won the tickets. And she's got her 2 boys here as well. They love it. So.
I just left.
Yeah, right.
Feeling it in the shoulders right now.
Yeah, well, when you're ready to leave the dark side, come join me. I'll show you a thing or two, fella. That's great. I love being able to do that. And thanks for the Sarnia Sting that allowed me to give away those tickets. And people enjoy. Speaking of tickets, Connor, have you got your preseason tickets yet?
For next season?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had released them yet.
Yeah, they're the booth beside us there. That's what
Oh,
they're
this
doing.
is the renewal? Okay.
Yeah, so if you secure them before May 1st,
Yep.
you save $50 on the tickets. And every week they're giving away a prize all the way up to May 1st. Like you can win like an Alessandro Diorio jersey, Jack Van Volsen. You can win a $150 gift card to Honey Pot. All these things. So, win the Huron Flight Services flight deck for you and
Love
9
it.
friends.
I like this one, too. Win your 27 tickets free.
Yeah, so there's lots of great reasons to get that up
Definitely.
till May 1st. So you got to do that.
You know it.
Get on that, fella.
You sure know it.
Yeah, I was just really happy to see those two because they're really a big part of Crunch Fitness and the Crunch family. And you know how much I love going there, and it's a real great community vibe there.
Yeah, you're looking
Sarah
great.
and Mike, thanks, man. I feel really good.
I saw you on the punching bags the other day.
Look out.
You might need a trainer for that. You're going to break your wrist, my friend.
I have one. I have a former Canadian champion.
I saw the comments. Yep.
Frank the Hammer.
I saw him comment, yep.
Great guy, and his son is
Take him
now
up on
also-
that.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I know. I was
those elbows.
I know. I was just doing this, whatever. And Dane was there actually coaching me
Right.
on that. And he's like, get twisted. And I'm like, yeah. But I think most people were just like, oh my God, Burrows is doing that. I think they were just shocked by that.
It was pretty good. I liked
Yeah,
it.
it was good. I'm not afraid. You know me. I'm vulnerable. I don't care.
Well, what if that thing had arms?
Well, that's a different story. It's like
Then you're a
Bruce
little
Lee used to say, boards don't hit back.
Right.
Yeah. But I did get an offer. Well, I don't know if it was an offer or a strong suggestion. They have the Champions for Children boxing event every year where they get local people to get in the ring for a few rounds.
I would.
And it's been suggested. If I can do comedy, I should be able to.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right? Like dancing on a stage.
Right.
I would pay big dollars to see that.
I think a lot of people would. I think they'd.
I'd love to join too. Actually,
I think they'd hopefully like to see me get knocked out, probably.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't know. There's probably a couple of. Anyway, we're talking hockey. It's next gen night here with the Sarnia Sting, and the.
Maybe there'll be a boxing match tonight.
Well, I heard an interesting conversation. You'll appreciate this actually. There's the fighting rule, right? Mm-hmm. Which is how many fights?
3 fights.
3 fights per person.
Right.
And in the West, they do it a little differently. Do you know how they do that?
The Western Hockey League, I believe it's 10.
Yeah, I think it was something along the lines of a team, instead of an individual, a team is allowed so many fights in a season. What do you think of that?
I guess you'd have to do the math, right?
Say 40.
Right. I'll take it. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, if you could see 40 fights in a season, you'd be pretty happy with that, I think.
Except that you might get somebody like Layman's having like 38 fights and ruin it for the rest of them, right?
Hey, someone's got to take the mantle.
Interesting, though. An interesting theory. You know, we could have 40 fights. It allows a guy who really steps forward for the team to do his thing. It also allows those other ones that maybe don't step up as much to maybe not be as. I don't know. It'd be.
Yeah, going back to I think how this is the best developmental league to get into the NHL because the Q has no fighting at all, the W has a little more fighting, and then the NCAA is a no fighting rule as well. So I think with you're not promoting violence, but I think with being able to stick up for your teammates and show up and when you're down and put up a fight, I think it's really important to show to NHL teams what you're made of, and you can't really do that in the NCAA when you got a cage on.
Right. Yeah, well, it's kind of like
anybody listening.
Kind of like boxing with or without headgear.
Right.
You know, if you're going to go out, yeah, I get it. I'm going to wear really thick headgear. If I haven't said that I'm going to do it. Somebody asked me if I was going to.
You look like the Juggernaut from X-Men.
Right. I think, we're going to, although coming a little too late into the season for this, tonight against Windsor, obviously Belchez is out, so many would say there's an advantage.
I would agree with them.
Regardless of whether he's here or not, something about Windsor when we play, I feel like we're going to see a really great game out of the Sarnia Sting tonight.
We keep saying it, right? The best teams bring the best out of us.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said earlier, you're not going to go down with a whimper. You might as well go down and just go down swinging because you're likely not going to make the playoffs now. And I don't think the players really care about where their draft pick is going to be. I mean, us as fans and GM
sure.
definitely do, but it's leave it all on the line for now. And it's almost playing for fun at this point. You don't really have to worry about where you are in the standings.
Yeah.
Go out, give it your all, play against a team that's missing their best player, arguably their best player. You still have Liam Greentree out there. He's outstanding. I believe he just reached 600 games in the OHL, or 300 games in the OHL.
Oh, wow.
Only the sixth player to do that, maybe, or ninth, something like that.
That's pretty incredible.
Just something like him and Joey Costanzo. He's a fantastic goalie. So I believe they're sixth in the league at this point. They're going to come out too and looking to improve their standing. So I believe with a couple more points they can jump ahead of Kitchener or whoever's ahead of them. So they're not going to be going down easy either. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah. And then moving after, I mean, we don't like to go this far ahead as a player, but tonight we could say, after tonight, back here again on Sunday, that'll be, for many reasons, a really, shall we say, interesting game.
Yeah, it's right there, neck and neck in the standings. You can't pass them at this point, so I think they're going to be pretty upset with where they are. We played this team, I think it's going to be at the end of the season probably 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, which is,
actually I really do think it was about.
You just did the 6-7. I almost didn't catch it. Carry on.
Yeah, so that's going to be a tough game as well. Saginaw wants to do the best that they can.
They want to destroy us.
Looks like they're going to be the one that sneaks into the playoffs. So they want to make an example out of us.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be making it.
No. Speaking of fans, Windsor in the house. There's a lot of the Spitz fans here. Shout out to Greg Poupard and his family. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't know.
He was a regular in here.
Okay.
So his family, he's originally from Windsor, and they moved to Sarnia. And he's had my season's tickets a couple of times. And I was in Sting Nation, and I saw him looking for tickets. And I was like, why didn't he ask me, And he's like, thanks, but we have tickets right down beside the Windsor bench.
Okay.
So he says, normally we'd go for the Sting, but being Windsor natives, tonight we got to go for Windsor. So shout out to Greg and his family for being here. They're going to have a lot of fun. But there's a lot of Windsor fans here, much like, when we see London and that sort of thing happen. There's the strength of the fans on both sides here tonight. Yeah,
I'm sure they travel in droves. I've seen a ton of jerseys.
I
like their jerseys specifically just because they look like Capitals jerseys. So.
You're not allowed to buy one.
I'm not. I will not, but I can. That's sacrilegious, actually. But yeah, they're going to be loud, I think, and it's going to be a game. I could see a fight. I could see 2. I could see a lot of goals and some good, outstanding goaltending by our young goalie, Kalo Spanko.
Well, there's something as well. You talk about the fights that I know you really love to see. Maybe a bench brawl in there would be making Connor happy. But at this point of the game, so to speak, are you feeling, if you're the Sting, are you feeling a little more frisky because you're like, I see where we're at, so maybe we do this? Or do you keep the focus on, let's go, let's win?
I believe Matthew Turcotte has probably instilled that in them, but you see a couple guys like Brendan Lamons, and the screws come loose pretty easily, and I like to see it. So he's going to be under the skin of everybody out here. I expect it's going to happen pretty early. Watch out for that.
Yeah.
That might.
I remember you. I just can't remember your name. Henry. Yes, that's right. Yes, he was at the comedy show.
He was. That was hilarious, actually. Some good jokes about him. Not about him.
He
but about
should
him
have been up
there.
on that stage, quite honestly.
Very funny.
He snuck in the door because it was supposed to be a 19-plus event only. Because you remember the first year I did it, and there was like these young ones right there, and I'm like, I can't do my routine. Anyway.
He wanted to be dirty.
But he fit right in there, and shout out to Henry. Yes, cool kid.
Yeah, very funny.
How much does the focus change tonight because of where you're at? Or do you keep going? Speaking of Forrest, like Andrew Palmer, him and his wife, Jody, I've talked to him, and he said to me, and they're big Kitchener fans because they're from that area originally, and he said, I'm really impressed by the Sarnia Sting. Have not quit. They've kept it up out there.
It's instilled in our blood, and I'd like to just give a little shout out to the Sarnia Legionnaires as well. Just finished their season, 0-50. So it just shows in both teams how resilient we are. It's built Sarnia tough because those kids showed up to work every single day when they were given a reason not to, and to do that and just keep playing it and not give up, it's pretty darn impressive. So congratulations to them and condolences to
actually,
them
Greg Poupard from Windsor, he said they had been to several Legionnaires games as well.
I believe I went to 2 this year.
But he said exact same work ethic was over the top. They didn't stop right up to the last where they were hoping to get at least one out of there, right? But there's Quinlan right there, right? He's kind of looks like he's walking a little bit of a limp.
Well, yeah, I can see that. He's there with Carson Hall. Someone just hit Carson Hall in the head with a boom whacker.
I want to steal one from when I want to
do it right back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's okay, but we're going to need some pretty good goaltending to round out the end of our season. And we just have just the guy to do it.
Osopenko's been able to show up for us several times, so I have full confidence in him.
Me too. He's so exciting to watch. Like I think you just, if anything else, you can expect him to make an acrobatic save, and it gets everybody cheering just as much as a goal almost. And then you see them put the picture up when it was really loud when he made that save of the game.
Yeah, for sure. Coming up, I think at intermission, at first period intermission, might be second, Jake Borey will come here and join me to have a conversation. I got a couple ideas what we're talking about, but he said to me earlier, he goes, I'll hop on. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I've asked him a few times. And here's a guy who does so much, like he's the leader of the pack here, right? Lead of everything around here. But he's not the guy to get in front of the camera. He likes to leave it to others, but he said, I would be happy to talk to you. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if that'll be first period or second period intermission. And so I might take a little bit of that and then maybe let you have the other half of that to talk to Jake Borey.
Sounds good.
You think about careful what you wish for. No pressure, Dad.
I was going to say, give me a second to think on it.
That'll be fine. Jake, I've known him for 10 years. And, when I first came in here, Dak Hillier was here, had a good relationship with him. And then Jake and I got to know each other. And then he stepped into his roles. And to be allowed to just be in this space right here on the concourse from where we were behind the net, to be allowed to do the post-game production for the Sting. And I say allowed, like, I'm not blowing smoke at anybody. It's a true privilege to be able to be here. And still, I'm getting better at spelling sports, but one thing I do know how to spell, Connor, is greatness. Recognizing greatness, and the Sarnia Sting has been all of that for my 10 years of participating.
Yeah, it's a good organization and a great community. It's fun to have, and it's a privilege because you only see 20 teams across Ontario in the States that have a team. So what an honor for them to be here, and thank them for everything that they do for us.
And I will say, too, now I'm going to brag a little.
No stranger.
First in the OHL to do this kind of thing, what we do here on the concourse. Nobody else does it.
Isn't that so cool? What an honor to have been one of the first two. A pioneer. Hopefully we maybe inspired some more
Yeah, well, give a shout out to Barry. I don't know him. It's called Mike in the Booth.
Right.
And he goes up and he puts the score on the screen on YouTube.
Maybe you'll have to tag him or something.
I think I will. And he does play-by-play on YouTube. I don't know that I could do play-by-play, but I could talk a lot.
You got to get the last names right, and then you can do it.
Could you imagine that? Like Lee Cunningham, once in a while, he does say, "Oh, I hate those jerseys because you can't read the back of the jersey."
Yeah.
And number 5 for Windsor's over there. That'd be me. I used to do that for the lacrosse bases. I did play-by-play. Do you know how fast hockey moves? Lacrosse is like the ball's there, and then it's like, and now it's all in the other end down there. Like there's not a lot of time for passing and stuff.
I played 1 year. It
so
hurts.
Quick, and it hurts. Yeah. Microphones don't hit back. That's why
they don't.
I know.
Neither do punching bags.
Well, we'll see. Boy, oh boy, I'm on the hook now, I think. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned for Jake Borey at some point joining us. Connor will be back, and you never know who's going to show up here. We'll have post-game press conference coming up a little bit later as well. We're going to go over to TikTok and wrap things up there, and we'll be back at the end of the first period. And, of course, I want to say shout out to Joe's Discount Tire and Hughes Intelligence for giving us their support. And, of course, to all of you. I'm David Burrows for Beyond the Boards. I'm my dear friend Connor Burke. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it Jay Peckham style.
Gonna scare these guys.
Yeah, you want to? Okay. Like really loud.
Yep.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3,
go!